before you hit record?
Hold on.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Hi. Okay, we're discussing potential ideas for going forward. So Brittany has an idea, so go.
So I think for December, we definitely need to have a paid group. Mm-hmm. The only thing I'm having trouble with is whether or not we make it a challenge pack purchase to qualify. And I'm kind of having a hard time with that because I think that while we know it's such a good value and we know what it's worth, I feel like if we can get somebody to sign up with Beachbody On Demand and just believe in themselves, mm-hmm. it's worth it. And to stick with the Beachbody On Demand group that we had thought about doing and potentially going into January and February, make it a challenge pack purchase to enter. But what are everyone else's thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I've only gotten one person to sign up with a challenge pack out of like the 4 or 5 that I have. So yeah. I don't know if it's me and I'm having a trouble like pushing.
No, it's not.
Okay.
The time of the year too.
Yeah.
It's just the time of the year.
And the fact that anybody's willing to
easier because you've got the New Year's resolutions and all of that, so people are trying to like,
and holidays are over, so people have a tendency to breathe a little bit, and they're like, okay, well, I don't have 40,000 commitments in 27 days. Like, I have more time to do this, and I think it's a mental release for people. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
And that's kind of the reason why I'm not totally on board with the December group now. Because it's been a struggle getting people to participate around Thanksgiving. Next month's going to be crazy. I kind of thought that I feel like you're going to have more success getting people to buy in January. I know there's a push, but the thing is if you do the Beachbody On Demand, they love it. They buy the $99 Beachbody On Demand, then you can't really anticipate them going into a challenge pack right away. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they've already invested and they're loving the workouts and stuff. They might not be swayed enough yet to do the whole thing.
What if we launch it as a Transform 20 prep group?
So let me jump in for a second, because I was just, when I was doing all that, I was looking at release dates, like for sure release dates. The early access VIP for Transform is the 14th of January.
Right.
Regular is April 1st. So if we're thinking about marketing a free group for that, it would literally have to be like the first of the year week, like that. Like that.
What I'm saying is, so sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just confused. I thought that what you guys were saying was like 2 weeks before.
Well, Mama Sparks, I think is, so yes, for the free group for like a trial. But what I'm thinking is, as far as a paid group is concerned, as far as Beachbody On Demand group is concerned, if somebody signs up, right, and they do the annual $99 Beachbody On Demand, right? So we can market it as a Transform 20 prep boot camp, right? And then if they decide that they like it, they want to stick with it, then we can get them to sign up with a completion pack and get them into early access VIP for Transform 20. And then that way it's like they're buying in, right, for the $99 in December. And then it's not the 2 points necessarily, but it is a completion pack. It is extra. I feel like it's kind of best of both worlds, but maybe I'm wrong on that one.
But we do need to be careful with that, because like just in the sense of finances, because we want to always put out the best deals for them too, right? We always were big believers in that. $99 plus the completion pack. Mom, didn't you say the completion pack was like $125 or something like that? It's big.
And it's like, it's big.
Yeah.
And so that's bigger than the ones that we've done.
$225 as opposed to if they join in
at that
with the challenge pack, it would be,
oh my God, stop my heart. $125 for the completion pack.
How much is the set?
That's what I just read. but I have got it recorded what I want to go into the training for. It was in the Beachbody Champions yesterday. So if you're on that page, I just haven't had time today and yesterday to do it yet. They did a thing last night. But I'm told Ashley, I said, I'm pretty sure if I read it right, it was like $49 if you don't get the step. And then it's like 124, I think, with the step and everything.
I'm looking too.
So the step's like $80.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I mean, and you have to have, I mean, that's
Right,
something
it's
I
literally-
feel like you're going to have.
You don't have weights, you have the step.
Yeah. Well, there's some weights in there in
He
the
did say
second
he
and
works
the other
them in,
phases.
but
Oh, okay.
Not
When
initially.
purchased with the challenge packs, completion packs, and accessory bundles, the step will ship in a separate box. The step comes with 2 sets of risers, 4 total, that can be added on separately if desired.
okay. Well, then scratch that.
Promo pricing, regular pricing. Hold on. Let me go to the promo pricing because that's the initial
What?
like sale. Okay, so the challenge pack for that is going to be $215.
It's the step.
The completion pack would be with Shakeology $194.
Yeah, you're hiding in your shirt after saying that.
It's horrible.
wait. Sorry, that's US prices. Holy cow. No step, the Transform 20 annual bod with Shakeology, no step, $160. Is there a way to get just the step? You know what I mean? Like I'm looking.
No, they're not selling just the step. Ever.
Probably not yet. Maybe later when it's
Well,
like.
yeah, but I mean, starting out.
Aren't
They
they
not
probably
even
won't launch it
promoting.
until April.
Oh my God, you guys, you ready? You know the mega one that's.
Oh no! Don't tell me I'm gonna die.
You ready? The
No.
mega one. So it's Shakeology, Performance
Oh.
Line, all the stuff. Ready? Take a guess.
$400.
$444.95.
I said 450.
Oh my God.
Who has
So-
money for that?
So here's the thing, guys. Remember when we did Lift 4, when it first
Yeah.
came out, we did the early access. And we felt like during that time we were gathering all of our information, we were getting our results, we were getting, knowing what we were going to promote.
Right.
We did it just as coaches. And then when it came out, you felt prepared
And
to
launched it
sell
again.
it for the
Right.
launch. If early access is in January,
Mm-hmm.
It's a 6-week
unless we
program,
have
right?
like killer results and promos and stuff like that, people are not going to buy into that at that price. Not new customers.
Like, I don't care what your New Year's resolution is. That's intense.
They'll buy a trainer for that.
Right.
Maybe if you've done a bunch of Shaun T programs before, would you buy into it? But probably you're already part of BOD then.
But I think that's what Beachbody is
I feel
hoping.
like this.
I think
What?
they're hoping that people are like, Shaun T, I'll do anything. And then
Well, of
like,
course they are.
Hasn't had anything since Size, right? Well, Shaun Week, but Size was really the last big program.
Well, this is huge. This is the next big thing after Lift 4.
Yeah, but I also feel like they're getting a little gluttonous with this. Like the whole point of doing the annual thing was for it to be economical, and now they're like, okay.
That's exactly why this is happening. Because
Well, I know because they're double dipping.
Now everybody's paid, so they don't get anything from me for a year unless
Right.
I buy into these completion
Right.
packs. It's a business. They're making money this way.
oh, okay. So let's think back to December. Let's just think of December. We've got that
I'm
coming.
going to do a BOD group. I'm not going to be offended if anybody doesn't
Right.
want to do the BOD group, but I definitely do want to do it because I feel
What
like
are
I've gotten. Go ahead.
What are your dates for that?
So I'm going to do it from the beginning of the month to the end of the month. Same thing as we did with No Mercy November.
That would
Go
be
ahead,
the
Michelle.
3rd.
I was I'll do it with you.
Okay.
If you need a teammate with it, it'll give me
Yeah.
practice on that kind of stuff too.
Yeah. I'm totally
I'm not
down for that.
committing yet because I just wanted to, like, I posted that thing like, hey, crazy idea. If hubby and I did this,
I saw
like,
that.
little thing, oh my God, like, why did everybody in the world want to do it? And now I'm like, I just
watched
wanted
the
it to
video
be
today.
simple. I wanted it to be like a text message thing. And then there were so many people, I'm like, they would die if they were in a text thread. So I had to put people into a group.
Yeah.
It's really going to run kind of on its own. I'm only going to do like a daily post.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even posting unless they want to, but still, I'm just like, I might not commit to anything until closer to Christmas.
You're totally good.
So
Thing.
Michelle and Bihan starting the 3rd for the entire month.
Yep.
So until the 31st.
Yep.
Okay.
And then Michelle, I was thinking of doing weekly prizes for people, and then just doing like the food post, like the food posts and the workout posts, and just keeping it simple. And I was thinking of, because it's going to be a bod group, having people commit to like a month-long program, right? Like maybe not have anybody start on 80-day obsession or anything like that, because we won't be able to commit to following them through the whole time.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mama Sparks.
Just a quick question.
Sorry.
What if someone wants to join it and on the basis of using the 14-day trial, would they be able to come in?
So I'm torn on that, because I'm like, well, yes, because I want them to love it and to buy into it. And Josh had somebody come in on the 14-day trial. He was like, no, she hasn't bought it yet. I don't think so. And I'm like, no, get her in to get her to love this. So I'm going to say yes, because she loved it and she was just going to go with quarterly. And I was like, no, do annual all access. And he really built the value and it worked. Go ahead, Michelle.
It opens it up too to like the feeling of being part of the team.
The support system, right? Like you're not just buying that.
So 2 weeks in, if they don't, what are you guys going to do?
Maybe we just remove them and just say, hey, heads up, like this is for Beachbody On Demand only. And so if we're signing them up, like, hey, I'm totally happy to have you in here for the 14 days while you're trying it out. If you love it, I'll keep you in. If you don't, that's okay. We'll go ahead and like we won't spam you. Maybe we phrase it like that.
It'll be good. I'll get a little bit of a little spine on me for this.
So Rachel wanted to do her, she couldn't be on because her parents are in, but she wanted to do her, oh my God, what's it called?
The Tubi mindset.
She wants to start it the week of the 3rd as well.
Who?
Rachel.
Rachel.
Okay, sorry.
And so I think that what we're going to do is we're going to ask if we can be participants in that and kind of feed in like some of our people who we might think would be interested, because I'm not certified. I have a lot to learn about that too.
Right.
So I'm going to make sure I'll verify with her. I have no reason why she wouldn't be, or why she would have a problem with that. I think she would do 2 weeks.
Okay. And what's the start date and what's the end date?
So it would be 12/3. And if she's doing 2 weeks, it'd be 1 week to the 16th.
Okay.
I think she just wanted to kind of give everybody a taste of the concepts. And well, I mean, I don't know if they have to buy it or not to be able to be in though.
I would imagine they would have to, because you can't access anything otherwise.
Right.
But it's a smart way to market it too, because for people who are like, oh, I'm too busy, I can't do like the containers, I can't do whatever. Like literally, you don't have to.
You put food on a plate.
It's easy. Yeah. Food on a plate, in your face, good to go.
And the other thing that's positive about allowing the trial is if nothing else happens, at least you've got their info and you're listed
they're
as
in your
their
system.
coach.
Yes.
Right. And she was wanting to, because, she does like life coaching and, personal, like corporate coaching, personal coaching, things like that. So she was wanting to give anybody, and this might just be another extra little incentive, give anybody who joins into that group access to at least like a free session with her too, to try to like build in that like holistic approach, mind, body, spirit, like a goal setting, almost like a goal setting thing.
That's fine.
Yeah. So just a heads up on that. All right. So I'm going to be doing the holiday grit group, apparently. It's not really going to be a thing. I just need to get it rolled out, and then it'll go up without a hitch. It's not going to be, I already made a tracker sheet for them. It's literally going to be like, I'm going to ask them every once in a while to take a picture of their tracker sheet, and you'll be entered to win a prize, and like I'm going to post daily little things.
Yeah.
Probably not even daily, probably like 3 or 4 times a week, because these people need to self-motivate. Because again, I told them they didn't have to do Beachbody. They could run, they could do whatever, so, okay, go, Brittany.
Okay. So, one of the top coaches, Ashley something or other, Ashley
Huntley. Yeah.
So I'm not a huge fan of her, like, in general, but like I really like some of her business ideas. I'm rolling past that because I'm not talking about you. I promise. I like you. So she posted in her Insta stories, like I follow her Insta stories, and she posted that she sends out a monthly newsletter to her clients. And I think that is like the golden freaking ticket, man. Like I am so excited about this. I have already mentally committed myself to making
I'm having flashbacks of Hera a little bit.
like I am so excited. I can't handle it. Like I can't handle it. And I've decided I already my notes. So I have notes over here about
the word yet I need to hear to make me think of Hera.
What?
vegan.
No.
Doggy.
Yeah, her. She would
Oh.
She would drop that all the time, and then she'll go, "I'm so sorry, Marcia. I'm so sorry." Go ahead.
That's
I'm
true.
sorry. That just.
It's okay.
I went back.
You had your flashbacks.
I did.
But I'm really excited. Like, I think it's a great way to keep in touch with people who might not always be active, but that way they also feel like they're always in the community. They're always part of it. So no matter what groups we have going on, they still feel tied in.
Are you going to start this after the first of the year?
I'm almost tempted to kickstart it in December.
You could even put a post out like we used to for Icon, like, if I were to build a monthly newsletter with tips, would you be interested in it? Even just like put that as a Facebook post. Like if I were to make a newsletter for like monthly tips and whatever, like would you be interested in that? And just see
if it gets traction.
Like trickle it down, because then you're like, that's so great. Like, have you ever thought about becoming a Beachbody customer? I'd love to connect us. That way if you're ever, in the market for it, you're thinking about it, like,
and then doing it that way. Yeah.
And then you can get some, at least they'll be enrolled as your customer, even if they never even buy anything yet.
Right. But that way they're in there, and I can always market it like that too. Like, hey, I'm going to have it sent out to all of my customers every month. Right. And the way to do that is to be on the list.
Different tidbits and things. If they're like, you know what, that Brittany, she's a hard worker and she's taking all this time to give me all this free information when she doesn't have to. Why don't I go browse this Beachbody stuff and see what it's all about? And then they buy something, and then they're already
they're like, oh my God, look at Shanti's mega pack. It's $450.
I'm going to spend $5,000 because I love Shanti and fat twin babies.
Because these newsletters were so amazing, I'm going to spend that money.
Yeah. You can do it, right? You can do it in Canva. Do you remember the little like Coach Ashley's favorites thing that I did for BOD?
Yes.
I made that in Canva online. It's obviously easier from your computer.
Right.
It's free from your computer. But
because what I want to do is I want to put in 2 Shakeology recipes a month, breakfast recipe, lunch recipe, and dinner recipe, like one of each. Mm-hmm. Bonus content, and then like any special launches are available, big dates that are like for the customers to know. Because if they get a Beachbody email, they usually just delete it. They might do the same thing to me, but at least I'm making that extra effort. You know what I mean?
Right. And you might want to go ahead and add in some tidbits that aren't, specifically to Beachbody too. Just like a hydration blurb.
I was going to say like a hydration, a mental health, like whatever, to give them like the full thing.
Like what Michelle posted about today, just something to, get them warmed up to the idea, because like my father-in-law is a real estate agent and a property manager, and he does a monthly newsletter for real estate. And it's like thinking about like how to get curb appeal for your home. Like it has nothing to do with buying another house from him. It's just something that like keeps you connected to him, so that when you are thinking about a house in the future, like you think of him.
That's who you go. Yep.
Okay. Like guest coach stuff too. Like, fellow coaches from the team can come in and do something.
And like do the special features. Like, that's a good idea. Excuse me. Add that in. I'm really excited.
You're so funny.
While she's typing in, can I make a comment about something that I was thinking I would do, but only if it doesn't interfere with what you guys are going to do? It
totally interferes.
I used to love you, but I don't know.
She's in Ohio. She's gonna.
I know. I'll find her. I come to Virginia.
We're getting off track, ladies.
I know. I was thinking that for as far as my contribution, because I do want to be part of the To Be Mindset thing with Rachel, because I told her I would be. Plus, I have a couple people who already have it that want to be. So I feel like I need to be part of that. And then if I have anybody, I'm assuming if any of you coaches have anybody that wants to be part of the BOD group that you're doing, that's okay, or no?
Any coaches?
I have somebody that wants to come in, I can put them in that. Another option, and I know we just got through saying we're done with free groups and we're done.
Short-lived Ashley.
No, this is there's a method behind my madness.
I can't even drink my water. Go ahead.
I hate you all, except Michelle. She's not voiced anything yet.
She's laughing at you.
Okay, forget it. I'll just do it by myself.
So what's your free group? What's your free group?
I was just thinking maybe just for fun and announce it as one last final hurrah for people who do not want to invest in themselves. I mean, I wouldn't say it like that, but
hey, for all you jokesters who can't commit, come to my last
losers.
Just one last time.
This is your last chance to have a free group, and then you're SOL.
You don't want to invest in yourself.
I was just thinking maybe having one last free theme group. Just a quickie, like a meeting's going away.
No, this meeting now has unlimited minutes.
Oh my, this is bad with Brittany on
They're
the
like, hey, we'd love to give you an unlimited call right now. And I'm just like, oh, good.
So no, I'm thinking no, we don't want to do a 2-week free thing.
Go ahead. What were you saying? Go ahead. Continue.
Just do a 2-week in the middle of the month, leading up to Christmas, kind of just a.
You were wanting to do like a holiday, like what we did
just
before.
A holiday fun, like we did
12
last
days of
year.
Christmas. Like post your tree, post your, wearing different like holiday themed.
That's just, I enjoy those, but if you guys don't see any value out of it, then we don't need to do it. I
100% think you should do it because it's something that you want to do. I for sure think that you should do it because it's something that you want to do. So,
but my concern is, do you think it's going to take away from people who might, if we say, okay, no more free groups, now you have to buy BOD, again, not in those words, but now you have to buy BOD in order to be in Brittany. I don't want to take it away, anybody away from anybody.
So, sorry, I have to plug my phone in. What if we do like a self-care group instead of making it like a fitness, but like a self-care? And then everybody's in the business, or everybody's busy this time of year, making sure everybody else's needs are taken care of, all the gifts are taken care of, everybody is at every function, but are you remembering to take care of yourself? Mm-hmm. And that way they see us not as just looking at your nutrition or your workouts as how you take care of yourself, but like, did you do personal development? Like maybe even do like a book club, or you know what I mean? Like just something
like that idea. I think I like that more for like one of the week things, like once we quit doing freeze all. And the more I've said out loud, the more I think we should just be done, because I think we need to just we're going to have to do it sooner or later. We're going to have to take that plunge. I wanted to have fun with Christmas, but we don't have to. So
I just worry if you don't, you're going to regret it, because it's not going to come back for another year, So
no, I'm not going to regret it. Because I can do things. I can do something.
You can do like a Valentine's.
January. I can do something fun anytime.
I mean, you can think too. You can add that to your stories. Like you can literally like do a theme a day or something like that, like in your story, like that's holiday related, and get people to kind of play along. Or you could do that in your Facebook post. Like,
you know what? I don't want to do it anymore, because I have been thinking all day that don't laugh at me, Brittany. I have been trying to come up with, have you guys heard of the reverse Advent calendar?
No.
It's where you this is not Beachbody related, fitness related. It's where you like put a food item in a box every day up until Christmas. And then you have all that box full of food you give to a food pantry, or maybe provide a meal for a student at school. I was thinking all day of ways I could maybe in my Facebook page, try and get something like that together, where maybe we could sponsor a couple kids at school, or that they know need.
You know what you could do?
So maybe I'll just do that instead,
Yeah.
put my energy in that.
That would be
'Cause
cool. Like, this is the season to give back and just
Mhm.
kind of get that positive energy, like, going through your page.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that could be really powerful. You
I
could
mean-
do, if you're worried about food, you could do like toiletry items
Yeah.
too. Like, you could do things that are like kind of non-perishable, like toiletry items, and then you could take those to a shelter as well, like little toothpaste, shampoo.
Yeah. I think I'm going to put something together like that over the next week to try and get that going in December. So
That's a
never
cute
mind.
idea.
And I
That's
think
a
that's
really
more
good idea.
valuable. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, okay.
I like
Go
that.
ahead, Brittany.
I don't remember. I know.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's my brain. It's not you. I know that, like I said, so December, we're good on that group. We've got the To Be Mindset group running simultaneously, but not
Mhm.
necessarily the entire time. I want to do my newsletter. Oh, I know at one point I had mentioned, I know I'm doing it, and anybody else who would like to is totally welcome to, but they do the wreath laying at Arlington National Cemetery.
I would love to do
December
that.
something. I'll have to look on the date, but if anybody
Can you
else
let
wants
us
to
know and
join us,
post in the page?
yeah, I'll post it in the page, and anybody who wants to do it can do it.
Mhm.
I was also thinking maybe we do like a Mama Sparks. When do you come to town? Do you come in January?
I'll come sometime probably. Huh?
Well, not as much though, because the snow.
Bless you.
Sometimes I have to put it off until February. It depends on the weather a lot. So don't.
I'll be at you from the 26th of December until the 2nd. So
Yeah. It's difficult because of the mountains.
Okay.
So don't,
Okay.
when I do come in though, Ashley and I kicked around an idea of having
yeah,
you want to share? You go ahead.
I think it's the same thing. Brittany and I were talking about it too, like renting even like an indoor space or something. I think you and I were talking about like to keep the merriment going with the workouts and stuff.
Yes.
Sarah Nelson
Yes,
Nelson
library.
actually like gets a room in the public library, right? And
Yes.
so like that might be fun. Is that what you're talking about, Mom? No, what were you talking about?
Maybe having a semi-summit.
The semi-summit. Yeah.
Oh yes.
And if we can put that together somewhere, I mean, of course, you guys would have to figure out where we could do it.
I'm going to volunteer my aunt's place. Like, I know she's not a coach, and she lives in Lovettsville. I don't know if that's like way too far away for everybody. Yeah, but I mean, she's got a lot of space. She's volunteered to host events like this before for us. Go ahead, Michelle.
What exactly is it? I've never heard of it before.
Okay, so sorry. We talked about doing like a mini summit, like a half summit almost.
Yeah.
For
Maybe
people
we
who
could do
can't.
like an overnight though, like just like an overnight, like a sleepover kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But
And,
like
just
like we organize it and it's just
team
for,
building.
just for the coaches.
Yeah.
Just for the coaches.
Yes.
I got it.
Yeah,
So
team
fun.
building, and we would be able to, like, I would work up some kind of, like, I would find something that none of us had seen. I'd probably reach out to Nicole and just look into, like, her PD bank and see if there was something that we could, like, all watch together and kind of have a discussion about, like, if we would a keynote speaker, you know, something like that.
Like team building / growth kind of thing. Like,
Right, yeah. And just
for
a way to like focus, because when we're all together, it can be just so powerful. So just focusing in on, you know, like that big push towards summer. So
December 15th is the wreath laying. I looked it up. I'll post it on the page. But for anybody who would like to, we'll be attending.
be a cool way to get together. That's not like food related.
Hey, I love food.
yeah,
Don't
I
knock
love-
food.
Oh,
I
I love
love
food
that.
too. I'm just saying that's like all we ever. It'd be something different than what we always do.
Yes.
But if we plan it, if we can work it out to get like a ballpark and then kind of talk to, I'm flexible, kind of talk to Alyssa. I know she would want to be involved if she can at all possible. But any of the coaches that might want to come out that way, if there's any around here, we could drive together or whatever, you know.
Well, and maybe what if we look at even doing like, if we want it to just be like an exclusive coach thing, then what if we look at doing like a hotel suite and everyone pitches in? Because like if we share it, it's not like people can't.
Michelle, you didn't see me look at you, did you? No.
I saw your face change and I was like, oh no, what just happened?
I'm so used to people being like, Michelle, You work for Marriott.
I didn't even think of it, but as soon as she said it, I was
I
like,
didn't think of it either.
Well, I'm used to like suites, so when we vacation, we don't do hotels because the kids want like actually cooked meals from us. Like they don't want to do takeout, so we stay with Wyndham usually, and then we have like the full kitchen and all. So I mean, I'm totally good with a hotel because I don't have tiny humans I have to cook for. But like that's kind of my vision is like everybody hunkers down, right? Or we could even do like an Airbnb for a night. You know what I mean? And just make it something fun, like self-care, pampering, PD, team building, whatever.
Right.
And just
do a
make it fun.
workout. Do a workout together.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I like that idea.
And then drink.
And after we're done with all that, drink.
Drink and eat chocolate cake is what you guys were saying, actually.
And tacos, because I literally
And
heard you say tacos. I don't know
And
how
all the
chocolate cake happened to be
Taco
tacos.
bar.
It was.
We
Yeah,
can do a taco
that's
bar.
good. Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to, because like Residence Inn and Town Place Suites and stuff, I can usually get my discount rate at those places. Just we have to look at dates and stuff, but I'm more than happy to look at that. If we
I'm
wanna do
wondering just because weather, if we want to push to early February. Just thinking of.
I have
Is
a
that bad?
conference in, but it's like
Oh, okay.
What'd she say?
Mid-February?
conference.
I'm just thinking
I
of
personally
snow.
I have a conference early February and then the end of February into March I have CPAC. But middle of February works perfect for me.
Great.
Okay.
Okay,
Not
so
around me, but
Michelle.
I mean, you're here. You're a big part of it. You're one of the leaders on our team, so for sure.
So, Michelle, are you available this is a weekend date, 8, 9, 15, 16, either of those weekends?
probably I could do 8, 9, but that's like really close to Allie's first birthday. So 15, 16 would be better for me.
I feel like if we maybe want to put that out there with maybe two options. Do we want to do two options or do we just want to plan it and
What
say,
if we do it I would just plan it and tell people.
15, 16 for you young lovers is
I'm not worried about that. 15, 16 is when Brian works.
Oh. I'm never worried about Valentine's Day. Michael and I love the 15th because it's half off chocolate day.
Yeah.
because
That's our
you
jam.
can't do 22nd, 23rd, right?
I could do it. Let me look at it, the calendar. Because CPAC is, I'm sorry, they are all consuming. I live in house.
It's okay. You have a job.
Yeah. CPAC is, I could do the 19th and the 20th. Is that the weekend you're talking about?
That is Tuesday, Wednesday.
15, 16, or
I'm
20.
looking at January. Sorry. Yes. So CPAC starts like the 25th, the very end of February. So I could
But are you going to be completely like overwhelmed and crazy on the 22nd, 23rd?
No, because by then I would be like all buttoned up pretty much for the group.
Mm-hmm.
I would personally feel bad leaving Josh though, because I'm like legit not around when CPAC is in house. That would be my life. I feel bad.
Would the end of January be better? Like the first, second, you said you couldn't do that. The 25th, 26th?
Yeah, I could do that.
That works for me.
Is Brian off that weekend?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's only a couple weeks before what we talked about.
And what we could do technically is the 26th meet up in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spend the whole day together on the 26th. And then spend the night, and then we just check out on the 27th, right? Like, are we okay with it just being an all day and an overnight thing?
Where are we thinking of going? Because I can look right now and tell you if there's rates available anywhere.
Wherever is affordable in Northern Virginia.
You're in the area, like in the.
Because I would say let's count on. I mean, I know we're making promises that we can't cash in, but like, Mom's gonna do everything she can. Alyssa's definitely gonna be interested. So that's 4, 5. I know all of our local coaches will be interested in it. So I would say probably like 10 or more.
So we're saying the Saturday or that Saturday, right? The
Saturday the 26th.
All right, I'm looking right now.
Okay.
I have to like put in my special code.
Top secret.
Top secret code. Just don't get me fired, guys.
I mean, that would be kind of like January, February, March, April, May, June. That's like 5 months before Summit. So that's almost like perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of January, while Michelle's looking that up, if you can multitask a little bit, we probably need to start thinking about January because it'll be here in like 5 minutes.
Yep.
So we We've got December on lockdown. We've got a lot of things we're offering. December or January, I don't even know how much it's going to cost, like, us to do the completion pack and the step and all that. You know what I mean? Like,
so I've thought about getting my step separately, to be totally honest with you, and just putting it on my wish list for holidays, and just let that be one of the things that I do. Because I mean, that's how I got my Bowflex. That's how I got my weight stand. It's how I got all my things. Because I'm like, look, I'm not going to spend the money on this 9 times out of 10, but if somebody wants to buy it for me, I will love you so much. So maybe we just work it that way. I'm torn because I'm really excited about the program. I definitely want to do the program. The problem I have, and I've been thinking about this a lot recently, the only program I have done since July is Lift 4. And I love Lift 4. I've had fun with Lift 4. I really like it. My concern is that I don't have as much to bring new people in on. You know what I mean? So it's like 12 weeks, right? That's 3 months, you figure. So I guess the only way I would do it is like literally finish Transform 20 and have everybody ready to launch again. You know what I mean?
My only worry too about doing a specific group excuse me, is that, you're seeing some not trouble, but like a lack of engagement now compared to before in your Lift 4 group, right? Like it's a couple people who are just doing everything. That's 6 weeks. I mean, that's another 6-week commitment, all put on the coaches pretty much,
Now I will say that one of the big things that I've noticed with Lift 4 versus other programs, like even 80-Day Obsession, is because of the 3 rest days, people feel like they don't have to post at all for 3 days. So, even if everybody's completely engaged and completely posting and focused and all of that, like you just don't get the same posts. You know what I mean? You don't get the same level of engagement. So that's another thought too.
I don't know why there's not just like an accessory bundle for this too.
So,
it's not listed in the prices. I mean, because like for 80-day, I just got the 80-Day Obsession accessories bundle, and I got my loops and my sliders.
Right.
That's what I did, and it was like $50.
Yeah, it was something like that. It wasn't.
Same for Lift 4. I got the bands.
Yep.
That's it, right? It was just the bands.
Yep, and the early access program.
Yeah.
Now, if we do this? I have a thought. So what if we decide to have a couple of our coaches commit to doing Transform 20? Not everybody, whoever wants to, right? Like I'm thinking maybe we go and do this, right? Not everybody, but whoever wants to runs it and plugs in. And then we have another one scheduled to start like a week or two after. And then if those coaches, like everybody uses the transformation pictures, because whoever does it goes all in. And then you can use those as marketing. If the coach decides that they want to do round 2, they can do round 2. But if they don't, the group is going to run on its, like people are going to be doing the group anyways. And then they can put people in it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So maybe we do it that way. That way people don't feel like they have to commit 12 weeks to it.
Well, and that way too, we're not putting, all of our eggs in this one little basket. Like we're dividing and conquering, we're doing different programs. And because like I'm going to do 80-day all the way up until like right before Christmas. I think it's like the 22nd. And then I'm going to need a break. I'm also going to need a break for a minute. Like not a break from workouts, but like 20-minute workouts, 30-minute workouts, things
what if
like
you take on Shift Shop?
That's what I was thinking. I was going to do Proving Grounds.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that people do, like in the month of December, like I said, everybody do a 21-day program or, a shorter program. So that way we have that to market. There are new pictures, there are new people, like new engagement. So that's a thought I had.
And I think in January and beyond, because I think we're all in agreement that like, and beyond. And I think we're on like the path for no more like hyper free stuff, and so with that spirit, I also think we need to keep the paid customers. Wait, she's distracted, y'all. She's distracted.
I can't get
I was gonna say we also like we need to keep that fresh and not super stale. And so I feel like what we were saying before, I think we were saying this before. And like if they're in a December bod group, if we're gonna do another bod group in January, new page.
Yeah.
New page,
gotta
like get yourself in. Like you can't just ride those coattails, you know, month after month after month. Like you're gonna get yourself in by something. I mean, we'll come up with something, but
and they don't even have to buy anything. They just have to commit and be engaged. And like, you know, they're making the conscious check-in. They're like, okay, well, I'm not done. Like maybe I didn't show up the way I wanted to, but I'm here for another opportunity. I'm not giving up on myself.
And they're not ignoring us when we reach out and say, hey girl, how you doing?
And they're like, oh, I see you, but I'm just not going to. I'm really going to pull a Bonnie angle on that and be like, you know that like I can see when you've seen it.
I've literally had people say to me, I haven't been responding to this because I know that blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I'm not the big bad wolf. Like, like do it or not. I mean, it's just, I was just asking how things were going. You don't have to ignore me, you know? So,
yeah.
All right. So I think for right now, just for the sake of it's 9:20, thinking about honing in on marketing for those groups in our next several power, well, it can't be several, it's going to be before we know it, but we can have multiple power 30s over the next couple weeks too, if we, you know, if we feel like that's gonna.
I was thinking of doing it twice a week, and maybe I'm crazy and over ambitious, but like, y'all,
well, we don't all have to be there all the time. Like, I don't ever want anyone to feel bad for not being on it. You know, like I told Mom, I was like, oh my God, I made Brittany run a power 30 by herself last night, and and then I was like, and it felt really good because I got to be with my kid and do my workout and like all that, and you guys were fine. You're fine, you know. And so it's like, I think that can be really, we have a good group of leaders. It doesn't always have to be Brittany doing them. She can, you know, but like.
I like them. I'm addicted.
Well, another thing too, I told Ashley, I said, unless you allow us to do some things, we're not going to do them. I mean, we're not going to feel confident enough to do them. You know, we need to have that opportunity to be out on our own, do some things, and either make it or don't. And Brittany, I'm not going to help you at all. I've decided, no.
I think she took some Energize before this call.
I had a soda. I never drink soda, but it was a really hard day.
So she had a soda.
Michael makes fun of me. I hate you guys. So
I
you're going to do it too. Michelle's
drinking wine, and Mom's the only good one. I mean, it's soda, but you know, I mean.
I have my water now.
My food was on point today.
I know mine too, other than the Fruit Loops.
I haven't posted it yet, but my food was on point.
Michelle, did you find anything?
Oh.
So I did find there's a few we can keep looking because sometimes the rates will be like available for a short amount of time. I found a 1-bedroom suite in Residence Inn DC for $260, but I mean if we split it all, it's not terrible.
It's $6 a person, right? Like if we have 10 people show up.
Yeah, and then because I'm thinking like 1 bedroom is going to be bigger than like kind of the studio suites, but there is one that's a suite with the Spring Hill Suites. It's not like a separate bedroom, but it's divided a little bit. That's only $49 a night. So it all depends on like how many people we have interested and the size.
Everyone bring a 5 and slap it down.
Okay. What if we do this? And if you guys would start making money, you could pay for this stuff, right? What if we do this? What if we put those dates out there and the concept and see what kind of reaction we get?
Okay, I like it.
And Mom's on point for that because I'm delegating.
Because I had to open my mouth and say, you got to let us do stuff, right?
There's like 300 Marriotts, plus we got all the Sheraton's in this area, so I think we'll be okay to find something.
Brittany.
I'm so glad we're recording this.
It's not my fault. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Oh well, it's too late to get back now.
Everybody has their assignments, and we're all going to support each other in everything we do, right?
Yes.
Forever. Yes. Together forever.
Brittany, I really would like to talk with you sometime about. Are you listening to me?
I'm listening, actively listening, touching my ears because I can hear you.
Ashley's seen that face before. Look at her. She knows what that was. I really would like to have an opportunity to talk to you a little more about this newsletter thing. Okay.
I'm down.
I don't know exactly what your plan is for that.
So, what I can do is I'll send it in the thread because I took a screenshot of the, let me see, it should be, I hate the iPhone. I freaking hate it. I know
That's
everybody
okay.
loves it, but I'm not used to it. So I'm a brat. So I'll find it and I'll send it to you.
I'm going to, when we get off here, I'm going to listen to the Transform 20 video information thing, and I will put that link in the leadership thing and any takeaways, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, one request that I'd like to just note to the whole world, because I had to hear about it this afternoon. We're not allowed before the hour of 8 a.m. to blow up the group chat because it woke Mom up and she was not happy about it.
I have my privacy thing to set till 7 a.m. Listen, and at 7 o'clock, it was like ding, 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 ding. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
That was me, Brittany, and Jess.
Yeah, it was
I was working out because I memorized my things.
And I was trying to type in something, and it wasn't. I was having all kinds of technical issues, just like everybody else. It would not let me be a part. It's probably a good thing.
I didn't work out today. Today's an involuntary rest day for Lift 4 for me.
Yeah, I did mine, but it did not pop up until later. And so I got really frustrated by that. But I was like, well, I guess it's business time. Now, my thought process on that was like, there was a lot of good energy, but maybe to save Mama Sparks from a rage attack, why don't we do a Zoom login?
No, don't change
but what if we do? No, but what if we do?
Don't change a thing because, you know, who cares if I stay up till 2 a.m.? I don't care.
My mom. My mom does the
I'm
same
retired. I can go back to sleep. It's no big deal.
Rub it in, Mama Sparks.
No,
rub it in.
Do not
cool.
change
Salt
the
in the
thing.
wound.
I was actually pretty proud of you guys for the
Me too.
conversation. It was very nice.
I'm just warning everybody too, like every Beachbody event for the rest of time that anybody shows up to other than my mom, I'm going to be like in soft sobs of joy. So just, just know that and straight away.
Proactively.
She'll be a mess come Sunday.
It's late and I've had caffeine, so now I'm not going to sleep. It's going to be a while.
Okay, well, let's get off of here so you guys that want to go to sleep can. All right?
Okay.
You work on your newsletter or whatever. I'm going to do this Beachbody. See?
I'll do that. I'll get on it.
All right. I'm probably going to be joining in with your all's bod thing for sure.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not going to be able to not do a group in December. Like, that's not acceptable for me. And I don't know what other group I would do just because that is the group. That's doing Beachbody, So it's like, might as well. Would we do daily content?
I like the idea of doing daily content. I was thinking, so I've been really crappy about my nutrition, like awful about my nutrition recently. And I realized that it's because when winter comes, I want comfort foods and I want like the warm foods and like the soupy foods. So one of my to-do lists that I made for myself was to look up
Crock-Pot.
Healthy comfort foods, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like not necessarily like low calorie, but not as high calorie, or carb content, all of that. So that's one of the things that I wanted to share was start doing recipes daily. And that could even be our content, like water, self-care, like just give like a whole picture for daily content is my thought process.
Well, and you know that it's not just your problem, it's everybody's problem is because Tony even did a thing, I believe it was yesterday, one of those poll things, that I don't have. He did, I'm not bitter. He did a thing and it was like 70% of the people that said they have the most trouble with the nutrition end of it. Everybody can do a workout every day. They're telling you what to do, how to do it. You just got to make time for it.
Right.
The nutrition stuff, there's not enough value out there given to that. So I think it's big, huge, I think if we can monopolize on that somehow, I think that's a plus.
I think Tubi is the way to do it this time.
Yeah, and I am
Tubi
going
and
to be
recipes.
very involved with that with Rachel, and
Yeah.
but I'm also going to I'll be posting in the BOD group too. So,
And I think every time, because like I know not all of our challengers are in our daily life and in our like sphere that we see all the time. They're not always our coworkers or our closest friends. But I think when we do sit down for coffee or sit down at work with these people, we need to remind them, just because you're not a coach doesn't mean that you can't like actively comment on other people. You know what I mean? Like I think before in our other group, like I'm talking years ago, I feel like challengers, coaches, everybody was working together to comment on other people. Like they were super plugged in. And I would say over the last year, they're like, oh, the coaches are going to do such a great job loving on me. I don't know everybody else. I don't
do
need
it for everyone else.
Right. So
yeah,
continue to encourage them. I know we're like blue in the face about it, but just to care about, like, maybe we make that one of our like little challenges one time. We used to do this all the time. Go love on 3 people, you know, like go love on 3 people. Not shout out people, not be like, yay, Brittany, you know, but like to actually like go and like their post, comment on their post, like just to get that more, I don't know, make it a routine, make it a habit. Go ahead.
I was thinking of that just the other day, actually, like yesterday, because I was
like, make it your post for tomorrow.
I could, because I was thinking, I was like, what do I do for my bonus content? And then I remembered you did that like when I first started. That was like one of the things you used to do all the time. So maybe I'll and do that tomorrow.
Yeah, because I think everybody likes the appreciation, but they expect it from us. You know, they expect it from us because I've not been as great at it, you know.
I could do a one-day prize thing because I finished tomorrow, but I'll still do the prize for the end of the week.
Okay.
So, because I know I switched over to Alex, but then Alex can't do the prize, so we talked about that. So I could do something tomorrow specifically, and then an end of the week one too.
Okay.
Also, random thought, because I'm never going to stop talking because of soda. What if we do for the December group? What if we have everybody, because we're going to talk to people beforehand, and before we put them in the group, we're going to ask them what they're going to commit to, right? Like that's what we do. Mm-hmm. So what if we make a list of everybody that goes or is committed to each program, right? We make a list of who's doing what, and then we give them a buddy, like an accountability buddy.
We're back to the buddy thing.
Buddy!
Mom has tried to do this for like 2 years. And every time she asks people like, who's interested in doing buddies? Like 20 people are like, I am. And then all of a sudden just crickets when it comes to like actually committing to like matching up with people. But I think if we pair them up, I think that it would be.
That's what I'm saying. What if we just pair them?
Like you
we
have
assign
no
them a buddy.
You're a shit
show. Ben Stiller style. Buddy! Yeah. Sorry.
That's like when Renee and I were doing the 80-day stuff.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I have a question though. I have one question for clarification and then we're going. I'm just ending the meeting for all. You had talked about doing a free group for a week in the month. Are we doing that in December?
I say skip it.
Okay. I would say because the BOD group is like the whole month. It's not like there's no 21 day there. So
can we
for that? That's kind
of the 2-week trial. That's true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can we challenge maybe in the BOD group? Can we do like the week before Christmas or something? Maybe challenge or people to do an act of kindness or something. I mean, just to give kudos to the holiday season. Maybe try and put something in there to, you know.
I mean, I think we can do fun things still in the BOD group. Like we can say like work out in, you know, your holidays colors. Like because Michelle's Jewish, she could do, you know, is it blue and gold, right?
Blue and white.
Blue and white. I'm sorry. I see dreidels and they're gold. I'm sorry. Teach me.
I'll wear my ugly Hanukkah sweater.
Yeah. Maybe we have like Festive Friday workout one day or something, and we like
love that.
That's so cute.
That way we can incorporate, Mom, like those fun holiday things that we were talking about.
And you know what we could do too is like do like here's a workout for the day. Like I want to work your booty, and then call out that certain program and that workout, right? Because everybody has it, so everybody has access to it.
It's like if you're doing just like the random everyday beach body workouts, you know how they cycle through, and you just
to do like a hybrid.
Yeah.
But what is that one? What's that work? What do they call it? Do they still do it?
Tour du
What?
jour, something like that, right?
Yeah, the Tour du Jour, that one or whatever, where it's like they spotlighted a workout every day.
It's like whatever it's like plyo one day from Turbo Fire, and then it's like
I like
a little
that.
more obsessed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we do like drop and make it random, like once, like, or twice throughout the month too, where they like have to like, all right, on Wednesday everybody's doing
10-minute
Everybody
ads
wears
from
pink
21 Day Fit.
while they.
I wanna see
on
the
Wednesdays we
video.
wear pink and we do
Wall
and
fit.
we do kill cupcake because pink and cupcake.
Yes. Oh my God, such a fun workout.
I haven't done that one ever. Is it fun?
Brittany is wasted, you guys. Like,
It is not fun. It's hard.
Do you see why I don't drink?
Workout.
Could you imagine if I had alcohol? This would not be a good thing. This
you'd
is
probably be the opposite though. You'd either be like really mean or you'd be like asleep like on a counter.
That's true. I can get
She'd
pretty
be so
bitchy.
tired. She'd be like,
That's
I'm
true.
I love you, awesome nerds. Good
Bye,
night.
guys.
awesome nerd.